Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. Today it is Sunday the 27th of June and I am outside the old Wilkos site, or should I say the new Talbot Gateway development on Talbot Road, and we are going to take a look at what's been going on in the week and how the development is going. So let's take a look at this first gate, or I should say through this first gate. Can I get my camera through the gap? Yes I can. So there we go, this is a great view. I will look through all the gates, but this is probably the best view we're going to get. There's quite a bit more steelworks gone up. Beginning to see the shape of the new hotel now. That's the corner there. That's the side going down. Yeah. I think they're still going to build further back, or I should say further north, because that is looking a little narrow to be the whole size. I guess we'll wait and see. So let me pull the camera back out of here. Oops. Squeeze through that little gap. I have a tiny camera and tiny little hands, so I am able to do that. And we'll head off to the next gate. And talking of tiny little hands, last week I had a blocked drain. My downstairs bathroom sink was blocked, and I tried the obvious thing to clear it first. Poured a kettle full of boiling water down there, and that didn't do anything. It was totally non-effective. So then I bought a cheap drain unblocker from Lidl's, poured it down there, left it down there for a few hours. That didn't do anything. And I do have various drain unblocking implements at home that I've bought over the years from Amazon, like these long wire things and long plastic things with teeth on them, what you just poke down the drain and supposedly pull out all the gross clogs. And when I poked them down there, it felt like somebody had poured cement down there and just sat solid. It was just like poke, and it was stuck. So I tried other stuff just to make a hole in the blockage to hopefully try and let some of the cleaner go through. I tried various stupid things like wooden kebab skewers, a knitting needle, a tent peg, one of those curtain wires, thinking if I could just push that through, pull it all the way through, but nope, nothing worked. Then I saw another drain unblocker in the shop, so it bang one, and it looked fairly powerful and impressive from the packet, so I bought that. That didn't do anything, and I knew really the thing to do was take the U-bend out, but it was really hard to get to. Oh, let's take, oh look, concrete there now folks. So nobody in the house could get the U-bend out. My son couldn't get it out, my partner couldn't get it out, I couldn't get it out because the way it's situated, it's really super difficult to get to. Anyway, I jiggled it around and I eventually got the little U-bend out and was able to unblock the sink. Okay. And what was inside there was totally gross. I mean, the word gross seems so inadequate. It smelled so bad. It was like, ugh. I don't even know, I can't describe it. I mean, I've cleaned a lot of drains before. I've worked as a lifeguard / cleaner in a leisure centre, and I've cleaned the shower drains out where I've pulled out clumps of hair and all kinds of stuff. But none of that smelled as bad as what was in my drain. But yeah, I eventually got it cleared up, so that was a thing. Really proud of myself. It's a little bit silly to be so proud of yourself for just unblocking a drain, but yeah, I was. Anyway, let's get back to the actual site here. I'm sure you're not remotely interested in my drain story. Look, so we can see the tram tracks there. and where they finish. So the concrete's been going up there. So yeah, I am going to have to get down here midweek because I've not really been filming any of the concrete going in. And we've got all concrete foundations built down there. So you can see the path now, what the tram tracks will take as they head towards the new tram hub, tram terminus, whatever you'd like to call it. You look down there and see that like bits of concrete and stone, sand, grit, whatever you'd call it, on the side there. That's what it looked like, what I shook out of my U-bend. It was like complete solid stone, so I don't know how it got there, I really don't. But it's done now. That's one thing I'm good at, fixing things. I think we've got some great views this morning. Let's head round the corner and see what I can see through the other gates. Yeah, I am fairly good at fixing things. I'm by no means an expert at anything. I'm kind of, I wouldn't even say a jack of all trades, I'd just say a make it up as I go along MacGyver. Only not anywhere near as cool. I usually just work things out through Google and trial and error and twisting and persistence. But I managed to fix my dryer when that broke, but that was just a capacitor and they're fairly easy to fit. And I can fit a new belt in a dryer. But yeah, every time I do a minor house repair, I always feel so like pathetically overly proud of myself, like yeah, I fixed that myself. I didn't call a tradesman in, there's no plumber's call out because I fixed that myself. Let's head on to the next gate. Yeah, I've missed a lot of work going on here. I've missed all the concrete going in. I do have to get myself back in a position where I'm coming out early mornings again, or at least mid-mornings, and filming, and not just giving in to feeling tired. I want to be more motivated because I can go out and film in the mornings, do a little bit of editing at lunchtime, then go to work in the afternoon, then come home in the evening and finish my editing. And I can't do that every day, because that's going to be like a 15-hour day, but I can definitely do it a couple of days a week. Let's take a look through here. This is another good view. So yeah, we're not seeing any actual work going on because it's Sunday morning, so the site's quiet and empty, but we are getting some great views. So I think this video is definitely worth the wait. And I think it's good to get a good full view of the site itself, because when this is all built up, I think it'll be nice to look back on what it looked like throughout the process. Because I think that now, when I look back on my North Station videos and I see all the tracks and the platforms all dug up at North Station and all the workmen putting in the overhead wirings, and all that stuff seems a lot more interesting now to watch, because even though it was only a few years ago, it's part of Blackpool's history. And here we are at our very last gate. And the sun's in my eyes, but hopefully you folks will be getting a good view. And that is about all I can show you from this site today, because I can't film over the top because it's so darn high. And there are some steps there on that London building. I did go up those steps and see if I could film from the top of there, because I've been thinking to see if I could find any alternative places to film, and even at the top of the steps I'm way too short to film. But yeah, that is about it from this morning. They still haven't closed off this street to build that subway, because that was on the original timetable, High Street being closed, but I think it said January or February for that, and we're long past that now. And the build is, well, just seemed to be going fine and on target on the site, so maybe they've just revised the plans. But anyway, that was it for this week's update on the Talbot Gateway site. So thank you so much for watching. Please just help me out and hit that like button, and maybe even subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I am shooting for 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. I think it's a massive ask, but there's always a chance, you never know. And anyway, whatever you do, I'm very grateful for the views, so thank you. And I will see you all very soon in the next video. So, goodbye.